Welcome to another edition of the Taz Media Interview Show. I'm here with WORDPLAY and Fresh West.
What's up?
And we're going to shout out our sponsor, BioGo Nutrition Drinks.
Ski.
And then on top of that, we just want to know what y'all been up to.
Man, I've been really into church, man. For real talk, man. I just got baptized on March the 15th, though. So,
okay.
You know, I just been trying to live more in His Word, though. So that's what I've been on. Real talk, really.
Understood. What about you?
Myself, on the health factor, at 48, 49 years old. As a black man, you got to watch yourself, pay attention to what you do, and prepare for repercussions.
All right, I appreciate that, y'all. So welcome in. I think my first question is gonna be, so how was life growing up in the early 80s and 90s? WORDPLAY.
Man, it was really actually fun for me, though. You feel me, though? West Native and my whole family from out west, man. From both sides, my mom and dad, and both my grandmamas and granddad from out west. So, it was fun for me, though. You feel me? I'm really more orientated around family. You feel me, though? So I had family on the outsides of the project. So, my life, that's how it is. I got a couple friends, but they became family too. But I really be with family most of the time.
So how was life in the 80s and 90s? How was it growing up?
How
was the times?
Man, it was fun. Like, even if we ain't really have much, it seemed like we had everything. Because I got a big family, you feel me, though? So we were just always around family. So it was fun because it seemed like we had everything, growing up, though, for real talk, though, you feel me, though? So fun for me, you feel me? Really.
Mm-hmm. All right, what about you?
Myself, I chopped off in 91, came to West National, and 34th Avenue, Georgia Court, was my place to reside. And further on, I met a lot of people. Met a lot of people with musically inclined minds. I met your father. I met Fresh. I met Pistol. I met him.
Mm-hmm.
Dreams and desires. Wisdom. Street wisdom. Gangsterism. I met people that didn't have a hole, but whatever they had in the half was whole. I come from a different culture. Military background. But when I came to the projects, I jumped off the porch after 3 years. I stayed by Quita Nolan. 34th Avenue North, 703, we stayed at the top.
Okay, yeah.
A couple years later, jumped off the porch. I ran into cats like him, Dwayne, so, you name it. Can't name all the names, but guess what? A lot of names came with fame, man. And I enjoyed it. And I'm still here to enjoy this shit. And I can look back with my nigga, after some 10 years, we worked together. That's all we used to do was rap. That's all they used to do was rap. And I'm right beside him right now, still rapping.
All right, guys, with that, we'll be right back. Appreciate y'all. Welcome back as we continue our interview. So my next question is, so who was a role model in your early age, your teenage years? Who'd you look up to?
Man, my first example was my pops. I found myself ended up being really just like him, though. You feel me, though? My daddy got 2 kids, ended up getting custody of my sister. I ended up getting custody of my daughter. You feel me, though? So working out that, it was just me being misled and getting off into street activity or whatever. But in reality, my first real role model I always been my pops and my granddad. You feel me? Because I watched them, you feel me, though, really be stand-up men. You feel me, though? So that was really they just went in my household. So that's how it really got led to the streets, though.
Mm-hmm.
My pops have always been my role model. But now, in the street wise, but really it ain't even street, cause Chad and Rusty was really my role model, and they're my cousins. They're my big cousins, like, though, you feel me, though? So but them really my actual cousins, so them was always people that I always just looked up to coming up. But first and foremost, my father, though. But aside from that, still family. So family, really.
Okay. What about you, Fresh?
Shout out to Chad. Shout out to Russ. Rest in peace. Cats ain't never told me nothing wrong. always told me a positive vibe make a positive mind. You know what I'm saying? Myself, my stepfather. You know what I'm saying? I was adopted. Step pops moved in when I was 3, and I seen trains, planes, automobiles, and shit, different countries. You know, mom and dad broke up over the money because the money was good. Mom wanted to be independent, so she came 91 to out west. You know, a lot of other role models in the city too, especially West Nashville. You know what I'm saying? List too long to name them all, but a lot of people played a part.
Okay. That's good. That's good. So the next one, and I know we're going a little quick. We're gonna slow it down towards the end.
Yeah.
So the next one. So looking back at your youth, what can you say brought you to making rhymes and putting them on pencils, pad pencils and making songs, just like the video we shot?
Man, me personally though, I always had a way with words though. Even when I was young, like in reality, my first real poem that I ever really wrote was when my grandmama passed. And I wrote a poem and, I couldn't read it, but my mama read it at the funeral. So that was really like my first time really just doing it, but that's just a gift from God, though I always, been able to put words together and all that, my whole life. So, just something I ain't never have to learn. A lot of people have to learn certain things and they have to figure out what they gift is. But for the longest, I always knew that my gift was a way with words, though. You feel me, though? So
there was
like wordplay off the top.
About to say.
Off the top.
So you telling me that there was no other perfect name that was gonna fit you? Not a lyrical genius, mastermind of the words.
I've been really just going with that name for, I can't even tell you the exact amount of years though, you feel me though, because for my whole life I've been CJ, you feel me though, from out west though, you feel me though, I'm CJ, but I gave myself that name, but it was fitting, and when people, they be like, yeah, I see why you call yourself that, you feel me though, so, but my first really just being able to just know that I could do what I do is just, I always, even before a beat, you feel me though, I could write poems, you feel me though.
So did that bring you to any like talent shows, anything coming up, or were you more like, I'm gonna just do this on my own style, what I'm doing right here with my gang and stuff? Were you entering competitions?
Well, the thing is with me, like I used to just like freestyle, like even like wherever I was at, you feel me? There was never no competition or nothing like that. I just always knew I could always do it, but what was the question again?
Like any like competition, like
because I really didn't. I really didn't, cause that's where I was going with it. I actually, like I said, I always just freestyle, and my homeboy, rest in peace, Cameron, he was in the group BFL with my other homeboy, Joe, and Quentin, and they big brother, Twin Sonic. You feel me though? He was on. He did the beats for Terramont. So,
shout out to Terramont.
Yeah, for real. So, Twin, you feel me though? Cameron got killed, and Joe ran into my mama and said, "Man, you CJ my number, man. I know you be rapping and all that." So, Joe hit me up, and we started really doing songs, but I was still in the streets, so I was getting locked up back and forth, but that was like the first time. Shout out Twin Sonic, man, because I tell people that all the time, man. Shout out Twin Sonic, man, for real, because that's the first real person that ever beat I ever really rapped off of and recorded and could actually hear myself. So, I still talk. That's my brother. I still talk to him to this day because I always remind him that I wouldn't even be who I am if it wasn't for you, though. You feel me, though? So, shout out Twin Sonic, man, for real though, man, for real, because you feel me though, that's my brother for real though. If it wasn't for him, then y'all might not never hear nothing that I ever done did. For real though, real talk. Shout out Twin Sonic forever and dead.
All right, Fresh.
What's up? Myself, man, always been on stage. Mama made that sure. Keyboards, 808s. My rooms back then, Christmas time, like DJ rooms. You know what I'm saying? We were living good, you know what I'm saying? So electronically, I've always been hypertense to records, vinyls, 808s, you know what I'm saying? keyboards, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I got my homework for a couple years, and I'm up on them for a couple years. But 88, 89, Daddy Kane, Jay-Z, you name it. It was a North sound. What I heard when I was growing up, it was a North sound.
So
That's what I first played.
That what got you making rhymes?
Yeah. It was a North sound. That's how I birthed it. You know what I'm saying? Slick Rick. And then, we came back from overseas, ended up in the South. We was in the Midwest, in the Northwest. So came to Preston, it was a South sound. What's going on? Niggas khakis, gold teeth, hair and bones and shit. Like I said in the song, I mean, that's what I acknowledged. That's what I seen. And when I seen that, it took me a couple years to jump off the porch and get into the music. I remember being around Gary K&S. Shout out to Gary K&S, Cool Daddy Fresh.
It's all true.
Yeah, it's all true. My cousin Lee Ski, which was Cool Daddy Fresh's first DJ. You know what I'm saying? And it started there. I'd be up there with them, never said nothing. Wouldn't say nothing. You know. And what I did is I absorbed a lot of knowledge. Shout out to Pistol. Shout out to PJN. Shout out to Mario Ford for giving me my name. I've had a many a name. But the name that gave me.
Mario gave you first win.
Mario gave me.
What was the original?
Yo, Bob.
Oh, the original was Junior.
Okay, what was the second?
Let's see. Wesley Snipes. OZ. If you in the house with someone, OZ, he gave me Snipes.
Oh, Adam, man.
Wesley. They call me Wesley on 3-4, you know what I'm saying? And it transitioned. I had so many transitions. I went through about 20 to 10 transitions with names. And then when I was with this certain appeared clique, shout out to 3-9, Bo, Big D, Adi, Big Rab, love your soul, homie. Without you, hey, man. Hey, I miss you. Shout out to Big Russell, here 3-9. Shout out to 4-1, where the dealing started.
Many shout outs, yeah.
Many shout outs. Shout out to the Drive.
It's still something you forgetting, I know.
I can't name them all.
Yeah, we need 15
But,
more shows.
The name Fresh West appeared to me 08, 07. I'm one of the best blenders when it comes to fashion. You could be a baller. I could be in the club with you. You can have all the money. You got 5,000. I got 300 in my pocket. But everybody gonna track to the nigga with the fashion. So Mario worked with me in 08, 07, 06. And they kept saying
Fresh West.
kept saying fresh.
I can't even say that to him.
And the nigga took the fresh and blended it
With
with
the
the
West.
West and compound the word. And I ain't looked back at it.
And then a star was born.
He rebirthed and reborn and came back out the room.
Fresh West.
Fresh motherfucking West in the building. That's it.
All right, y'all. We're gonna take a quick pause for this sponsored commercial break, and we'll be right back to finish up the rest of this interview show. WORDPLAY and Fresh West.
Ski-Bo.
A long walk, good workout is definitely what you need. All natural nutrition, thirst quenching beverage, but only 5 ingredients. Come on, man. That's all you need. Now you go, baby. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's go.
Welcome back to the Tez Media Interview Show. So we're gonna finish up our interview with Fresh West and WORDPLAY.
What up?
So next question is: so during the 2000s, what type of music, what type of fans were y'all of music, and how did that shape y'all right now?
Man, I ain't gonna lie. Like, my favorite rapper is Lil Wayne. You feel me though? So, like, that run Lil Wayne had though, like that just did it for me. I ain't even gonna lie, they did it for me because he lyrical and now he remind me so much of me though. You feel me though? I see so much of myself in.
It's in.
Yeah, man. But Tupac really my favorite rapper though. You feel me though? All time.
Myself.
Come back over to the frame.
Myself, 2000 era, man. Look here.
I ain't know what you was saying.
Nah, he good.
Myself, the 2000 era, man. Hey, man, I got rocked. I fell in love with Ross. I feel. Shout out to Ross, man.
Maybach music.
Maybach music. I fell in love with Jeezy.
Yeah, Jeezy.
Man, that 1-on-1 was God's gift. Gucci. I got to put
When it was icy, the icy.
So icy.
Yeah.
Or
the lemonade. The lemonade.
The X-Pill Gucci.
X-Pill era.
Oh, I remember that one.
Yeah, he was in diapers then. Yeah. But yeah, Jeezy. What do you say? That old Pop. You know what I'm saying? After his death, we were still screaming his name.
So how all that right there kind of impact your site right now?
It was motivation.
What you talking about? Like all the people that we named,
Mm-hmm.
like it's really like building like you like whatever you see and hear, you take it in regardless though. So you feel me though? Even when you rapping and all that, and you might say a bar from somebody from a song that came out in '95, but it's all a part. It's all relevant of what go in. So it's really just when you see somebody else, then you join Kobe play just like Jordan because Kobe had Jordan to watch. You feel me though? And then he might get a little bit of magic in him and all that because he had to watch out him and then implicate them into his game. And then you 5-6 people, you feel me though, all combined.
It's the building blocks of music, like WORDPLAY said. You take these niggas who are born stars and they activate you. So you take these niggas with you. And then you're gonna grab a piece of Wayne, grab a piece of Wall,
and even it ain't even just necessarily gotta be like famous people though. You feel me though, like locally or people that you actually know. Like I know like plenty of rappers down here, like in Nashville, just alone that I don't even necessarily may get a chance to like tell them, but I actually listen to people and listen to what they saying
right now.
Man,
that if you had to, I can put that on right now.
Man, 3-2 Ice, I ain't even gonna lie.
Shout out to Mr. 3-2.
Yeah, man. That's my guy. Man, I ain't gonna lie. 3-2 Ice, you feel me though? I listen to him, but it's a lot of people that can actually rap from Nashville that actually got talent though. You feel me though? So it ain't just him, but it's a whole list of people who are actually talented. You feel me though? Including myself, WORDPLAY though. You feel me though? But it's just a collective of everybody though. You feel me though? Even if it ain't particularly for me, I try to get out of that. I don't like something. You feel me though? It's just because I'm used to how this is. That don't necessarily mean they way of doing it or how they sound is bad, because it's all art. It's all, you feel me though? It might not be for me, because I might not be for everybody else, but you find your own audience, and then you feel me though, you drown out the noise from people who not even supposed to meant to be your intended audience. So why would you worry about the opinions that they giving?
Yeah.
You tell me you don't like me, I'm not making music for you.
Yeah.
He love me.
Yeah.
You feel me though? She love me. She love what I'm doing. You feel me? That's who I'm doing it for. I'm not doing it for the people who don't like me. Yeah. I'm doing it for the people who are fans of me.
Yeah. Okay. I got a question for both of y'all. So with that being said, today's black culture, the culture, what they pump into the music, what they tell us that we need to focus on.
Yeah.
What y'all think about that? And what direction we could really be going?
What's the like?
So it's pretty much like a lot of the music is still talking about the cars, the clothes, the girls, the Jews, and it's like we in 2026, but a lot of people still rapping like they actually was around D-boys and back in that era.
Well, actually, it's more so of what you like or what you glorify. I can't particularly rap about that because I'm not there anymore. You feel me? Though I done elevated, even though that I could talk about my past and what I've done and all that, but now I'm trying to make music for the Father the guy who goes to work, because that's the life that I live. I can't make music about being on the block selling drugs and all that because I'm not there no more. I'm at work and home. I can tell you a story about raising my kids and my grandson. You feel me though? And being a son and about my sister and my cousin, people that I love that have passed. I can tell you about that. I can talk about that. That's where my creativity come from. Not from making up or reliving and talking about all this that's not even relevant to what I'm doing right now. You feel me though? You ain't gonna get nowhere like that because nobody want to hear that.
What about you?
Not all the time. I agree with what WORDPLAY said. It's all about formation of spirituality, building our people, building our culture. You know what I'm saying? So right at this time, we do make explicit lyrics sometimes, but not all the time. It's a different zone. It's a different feel. It's a different vibe right now. So right now, the input, what you got to put in to fill people up with the void that they're missing, we got to fill them with opportunity, gratification, and outstanding results with this music. A lot of times we don't get that from our culture. It's a down drag. So we got to uplift. And how we going to uplift is what we do. You know
and with that being said, so what's y'all's vision? So what if y'all had one last message to put in the song for the youth? I'm talking about the kids that's in middle school, going to high school going to college. What message would y'all leave them with if you had one more verse to make?
Man, God. Put God first. For real though. Like, it ain't, he gonna lead you in the way you need to go. You feel me though? That's the direction that you need to seek. And I'm not trying to be all spiritually and all that, but at the same time,
it counts.
I wouldn't even be able to be myself if I didn't talk about how good God been to me.
Come on, man.
You feel me though? Like, I could have been gone. You feel me though? Like so many times that it had to be God, cause I couldn't even save myself, and nobody was around to save me. This is just in life general, like how good God is though. So that's what I would tell the youth to follow that path. You feel me though? Cause the way we came, and I'm not mad about it or whatever, because it formed me into who I am today. But it's so many different opportunities that the youth have available to them that what we did, you really don't have to do. You feel me though? And if you was following what I did and you using that as an excuse of why you do it today, then I failed. Because I led you in the wrong direction. You feel me though? Because the youth is watching what they see and they becoming what they see. So if that's what they doing, you gotta look at yourself and say what kind of example was I setting for them to be like it.
Because a lot of times they kind of emulate what they think is cool, what's trending, what they see on the internet. So what they see on Instagram, all the dance craze, all the, people doing this, people doing that,
Yeah. So that's just, put God first. Put God first. Respect your mother, father. You got kids, be a father, grandfather,
Into the camera.
Be grand mother. Be grand.
Be grand.
Yeah, but just try to be better than you were yesterday and try to continue that process. It ain't gonna always be easy. Every day ain't gonna be happy and all that, but if you make it to tomorrow, you still got a chance to try to make yesterday right. Come on
now. All right, Fresh.
Me, myself. Hey,
your message to the youth, if it's the last verse you can write, what would you put in?
The last verse I can write, to recite. Keep down the height. Stay away from
right
flight. Everything gonna be alright. If you do what you do, and you move how you move, and you win and not lose, you keep your format and groove, ain't no way.
Fresh West.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't no way.
With the words.
Ain't no way you can go down. Only way is to come up, man. Climb that Jacob's ladder and see what really matters. That's just how I feel about it. And that's the deal about it. And that's what's real about it. And
Real spill about it then.
Before we get out of here, I do want to ask, so we got about 2 minutes left on this interview show. Wordplay. What projects you got coming up? What you looking forward to next?
Man, I got I've been slipping. You feel me? The real talk, I've been slipping, but I got a couple of songs that I need to actually go to the studio.
You want to tell the people?
And really record. I got I don't know. I got this song called Better that I recorded. Another song I ain't really got a title for it, but it's pretty much finished. A project that I think me and Hello Dante gonna do a song together.
Shout out to Hello Dante.
Me and Ice are always gonna be doing some work. You feel me? That's my guy. 3-2 Ice. Highway Lante. Just a couple of people that, I always say when I really get off into it, I'm at least do some songs with them though, you feel me though. So without trying to really, I'll be naming people all day. You feel me? The real talk. Cause I hear people and I be like, oh yeah, that'll sound good if we do a song together. So, but I got something coming, you feel me? The wordplay, I got away with words. I can't give you really the exact date because I'm going through a whole lot. Not necessarily mentally or physically and all that, you feel me? I'm just more spiritually. So I really just gonna listen to God and ask him what he want me to do with this gift that he gave me. But aside from that, the wordplay, I got away with words will be coming. I can't tell you when, but as long as I got wind in me, it's gonna happen.
All right, and Fresh West, what about you? What projects you got coming up for us?
Hey man, myself, me and my homeboy Blue from out east, man, I'm helping him work on this album. He got this album called Old Schoolology, you know what I'm saying? And it's hot. For our time frame, bracket, and character age. Robotics.
Mm-hmm.
This is what it is. Time keep ticking, and this is what we sold. Got time keep ticking.
Nigga, now you know.
Like you know what I'm saying? Branded and planned it and planted it. So, it's been a long time coming. I like helping other people work on their situation. My time can always come. I like coming through others.
That nigga said planned it and planted it.
You know what I'm saying? I like coming through others. I can put me right here. You know what I'm saying? So it's a greatness when you get asked to do something. You get called.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's a blessing. I get off on that. Invites. That's my thing. I'm a part-time artist.
Mm-hmm.
So what I do is little, but the sound is a lot. That's all I'm saying. What's natural? Get off!
All right, that's been a whole episode of Tez Media Interview Show. I've been here with Fresh West and Wordplay. And then want to say one more time, shout out to Bio Go. Go get you one. You
can I get them?
Yeah. You can find them at the Nashville Farmers Market.
Hey,
so we'll pop it right after the show, man. You can have the whole thing. That's on you.
I'm trying to get my vibe. All
right, we'll catch y'all next time.
Love.
We got 5 questions.
I said, damn it, Junior supposed to be talking that long.
He good.
Cause my shit was simple. You feel me? He went through the whole time like. I said, damn, he ain't gonna have room for the second question. You see, he said he got to change his
What that nigga kept looking like? God damn, this nigga do it.
That's why I was trying to see. I don't know if Tez was trying to say something and try to cut you short.